Levaslier has been a passion project of mine for the past 6 years.
The devil is a slime, wielding two blades the same tone as he. He dons a cloak, red like the blood of his victims. His armor, adamant like his will to fight. Isn't that right? Arkosh Levaslier.
Oh yeah, I'm scared, but it's what makes me stronger. I keep on fighting, draw my strength from the fear.
Woohoo! We're finally getting started on Levaslier. Welcome to the Levaslier Production Diary, episode 42. I see that everyone's already in the stream. We've got Pies T, Kamatayan, Sky Sochi, Josiah, and Shizuko, and I missed one person, Zaktas. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome. Joining me in the stream today is Eric and Harry. I think Harry's run off, but I heard a chair move, so I think he's back.
Hello.
There he is. So, what are we doing today? Thank you everyone for the comments, by the way. I know everyone loves the OP song so much. I was going through old files because I decided that we're going to work on Levaslier episode 1 and turn it into a webcomic instead of a web series, just because it's a lot easier to make, and with our budget and with our time frame, this is the way to go. So how are we gonna move forward? I've went in and taken a look at all of my scenes because I've already set everything up for the animation. We just don't have time to make it into an animation. I'm going to go in there and show you guys exactly what needs to be done, and we'll take things going from there. Let's head into it. Here we are in Cinema 4D. I have not been in this place for so damn long. Kamatayan has released the OP song. I'm thinking of making... I'm not sure how I want to do it, because I can release it. I do have the full version. It's just... If any of you guys came from the time when I released the prologue for Levaslier, like during PAX 2018, so this is October 2018, there was an idea that was like, turn the prologue animation into an entirely first-person thing so that you can see everything from Arkosh's perspective. I can still do that because I still have all the work files for the prologue episode, so all of the files are still here, surprisingly. Even... There's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff I'm thinking of putting on Patreon. Even a lot of the hardware render stuff. Let me see if I can load anything up here. I feel like... Hold on. Levaslier Prologue. Audio. Final. Rough. Alright. So this is like the first rough cut. I'm not going to show it here. But this is like the first ever rough cut of the prologue. I'm just going to do like a quick demo. See all this like pre-render stuff? I'm thinking of dropping all of this into Patreon. There you go. Anyway, so I still have all the files. I still can do the first person thing. It's just not right now. But the song, if I'm ever going to release a song, I feel like doing it with lyrics. I'm just thinking of a cool way to do that with lyrics. Now, for something cool, I have the... Alright, this is where spoilers come in. Everyone, get ready for spoilers. Pies T says, last episode of Ghost No Portal, how does Harry's power cut out? That's a very good question. That is a very good question. I'll answer that in a bit. But get ready for Levaslier episode 1 spoilers right here. I'm about to show you the first page of the storyboard, meaning the first few seconds of the show is now going to be shown. 3, 2, 1, bang. There's a storyboard. That's our first scenes. I know these storyboards look like crap. It's not supposed to represent, you know, the beauty of the entire thing. But basically, the way I did this one was just taking screenshots in-game and then drawing out the final shapes in, like, Photoshop and whatever. Remember that I did a poll last few streams asking you guys whether you guys would like to see Levaslier in a toon style with, like, anime shaders and whatnot. And you guys said you'd like to see that. So I had an experiment, and it turned out pretty nice. instead of taking screenshots and drawing them in for the final thing, I'm going to be doing everything in Cinema. So let me show you guys what the toon shader looks like on a few of our characters real quick. Let's grab the most recent version of Arkosh. Here is Arkosh Levaslier in Cinema 4D. I have not seen this guy in so long. You haven't seen him in so long. He looks very healthy, doesn't he? Looks good. I hear Harry laughing a little bit in the background after I called Arkosh healthy. Oh, I feel like I know why you're laughing. Okay, I get it. Now, I know that episode 1 spoilers aren't really spoilers, but this is just for me and Harry. Everything that is shown in the storyboard is no longer a spoiler. So I've shown the first page, but everything that comes after the first page, keep it down until I show it, because otherwise it's gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
Josiah goes, the storyboards don't look as bad as you always say. I mean, look, it gets the job done, right? It gets the job done. Just take a look at this. Just take a look at this zombie for a second. Galentine says the webcomic is gonna be somewhat the way I suggested. How Dylan Goo did in his song. Well, Dylan Goo has a lot of animation in his stuff. I'm not gonna be as animated as he does his stuff because I wanna reduce on time and just get it done. But I'm still gonna animate a few bits of it using a technique called parallax, which I love. Zakta says he is wondering if we will guess the series plot with horrible drawings. I mean, there is like a little bit of description. Okay, you're gonna realize that when I write these things, I write them for me, and sometimes when you read it, it's just not gonna make sense. A lot of the time. Anyway, I hope Angelo would be here to see this because he'd be interested in seeing how I turn this into a toon shader. For the record, I'm just gonna show you guys the entire thought process of everything. So in Cinema, we have our rig, and usually we put on ambient occlusion onto the rig. What ambient occlusion is when two edges meet each other. So say this edge meets each other, there's a little dark shadow on the edge. And this happens in real life as well. Because of the way light works, it doesn't typically get into the corner of an object, so it looks a bit darker. So if I render this without ambient occlusion, you're going to see that it looks very flat. Once I tick on ambient occlusion, you're going to see that there's some shadows in those corners, which just makes the corners pop a little more. So that's the first effect we always add in Cinema 4D. Second effect is sketch and toon. This is something that I've never used before, and I've just figured it out today. So by default, it's going to look terrible. This is what I was afraid of, right? It's going to look like that. So I was like, damn, how am I going to get around that? I found out that if I go into the sketch and toon shading, because by default, it turns all the colors of your model into these pastel-y poster colors, and I can turn that off. So right here in shading, I can just switch that to off, and I can render like this, and bang. There we have it. That's our Arkosh. There is a small mistake up here that I'm going to try to fix right now. There's a line there, so I'm just going to head in there and try to patch that up real quick. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that I found out that our ArcDoc rig is heavily outdated. So I'm going to be completely redoing the ArcDoc rig today. And then third of all, I hope to get this whole page, or at least like the first row maybe, done. Because I feel like the second frame is going to give us a little bit of problems. Hey, Nurat, what's going on? I saw that you weren't feeling as good, but you're in the stream now, and you say that I've woken up and I feel a bit better. What's going on, Nurat? You got sick again? Harry, big question.
Yeah.
So I watched the playback of your Glowstone Portal episode 9.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what happened at the end there?
No. Like disconnection?
Yeah, no, because you were still connected. We just couldn't hear you. I while watching you try to diagnose the problem, I realized that you have no idea how to restart Discord as well. Because you tried to close it, and that doesn't work.
I thought I control or did I not?
I'm not sure if you did. Either way, this is for everyone who uses Discord and has some problems with Discord, because I realized that Discord right now has a lot of funky issues. The Discord on my computer has been really messy. Discord on phone for Andre especially has been really messy. So for anyone using PC right now and you're having Discord problems, a very quick way to completely kill your Discord, instead of pressing Control R, because Control R refreshes your Discord. Remember the shortcut. This is extremely important if you ever have a software crash. It's Windows X. That brings up this menu, or just right click on the Windows thing down here and then go to Task Manager. This will completely kill your Discord if you find your Discord and just kill it. That tends to fix most of my problems on Discord. So just a quick thing for everyone to remember. If you ever have Discord issues, completely kill it. Just murk it. Either way, watching your replay, I got more confused. Because I honestly have no idea how that happened. Like, I'm going to upload... So, it's good that someone brought that up. It's good that someone brought up that Harry's mic died in TGP episode 9. Because next Wednesday is going to be the last episode of the Glowstone Portal highlights, right? But because Harry was so quiet during half of the stream, I realized while editing how much Harry plays a role into, like, anything that we do. Whenever Harry's not there, because most of the time when I'm talking, because I talk a lot, but every time I finish a sentence, Harry usually goes, yep, yeah, yeah, stuff like that. And so without that, it's so quiet. So what I did, right? Here's a secret. I'm not sure if I should tell it now. I'm not gonna tell it now. You're gonna watch. Just watch it. It's an editing technique. I'm really happy about it because I love making these things work. Watch next Wednesday's final episode of the Glowstone Portal, and then on the Thursday after that. So next week, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did to get it to work. It's beautiful. Harry knows. I tried to film the progress because I was working on it yesterday. I tried to film the progress on my phone to Harry just to show him a little preview, and as I hit play, my Premiere crashed. So I went like, yo, dude, check this out. Play. Wait, what the fuck? It crashed. What the fuck? Zacta says, good, we need you healthier. Yeah, I hope everyone gets healthier. Shizuko says, might not stay the whole video. Gosh damn, Wi-Fi is on and off, and I'm starting to fall behind on the stream. Oh, I've enabled DVR on this live stream, so you're able to pause the stream or wind back or wind forward now. Obviously you can't wind forward ahead of the stream because otherwise that's some sort of hacks. I don't know what that is. That says maybe it's a Discord error. It is a Discord error. Discord's constantly updating for the past few days. I have no idea what's going on. Zactad says, make a Chafe embarrassing Harry comp. I'm gonna make a Harry compilation of just the best of Harry. I want somebody to make the best of Chief, but I'm not gonna do it because it feels too cocky to do that. Anyway, I've been staring at Arkosh for a while now. Let me fix the file real quick.
It depends on what you define by the best.
well, the best and the worst. Pies T just said, best. Got to go to go. GTG to TG. Gotta go to go. Alright, fair. Alright, so Arkosh is entirely done. I'm going to recreate the Arc Dock rig now. I'll show you guys the difference between the new rigs and the old rigs. This is just a TeamWnJ thing. So we use our own rigs most of the time. I know we have Angelo's rig and like everyone else's rigs because everyone loves sending me rigs. But we use our own rig most of the time. This is the new rig. This Arkosh is built using the most recent version of FMR Animate. So you can see how the leg can bend past the 90-degree angle and, you know, like the entire body kind of moves with it. This is Arkosh Mark IV. Arc Dock is stuck on... Hold on. Arc Dock doesn't even have a mark number after it. This is what we have. First of all, his head's missing a texture. Second of all, everything's just wrong. Like, the leg can't bend, and the leg bugs out all the time. So it's a heavily outdated rig that we're not using. This is from 2017. 2 years ago. Harry says... Sorry, Zactaz says Harry is the best. There you go, Harry. You are the best.
I can see those.
Let me get rid of all of these Dark Rigs, honestly. Goodbye. FMR Animate version 1.1, which nobody has except me. Harry says I can see all those damn air quotes without bringing them up. Countdown says smart moving. Hey, listen, honestly, smart moving is not as good as everyone makes it out to be. I've got a lot of features on the FMR anime. This is my own personal rig. Version 1.1 is the version that we are using in the team. Version 1 period, like not 1.1, version 1 period is the version that's available publicly. So we've got a lot of bug fixes on this one that you just don't have. Anyway, smart moving, for anyone who doesn't know, is the ability to do moving, you know, like the leg and having the body move with it. Just because then you don't have to animate the body. I feel like that's heavily overrated. Like, I never use it, almost. Like, I know I have it, I just never use it. Because it's so... Like, if I wanted the body to move, I would manually move it. Automating that doesn't help me. There's a lot of things that does the opposite of helping me with. So, say, for example, if I want to have someone else, like, take down this dude, right? So, if I have... I'm going to very quickly do this. Okay, so we have this dude here. And we're just going to flip him over. Okay. Let's say this dude right here is going in for a takedown. So he's like kind of shoving into this dude's stomach. If I want to have this guy standing in a fight stance, just real quick, and then have his hip go back, like that works kind of until you move his leg, right? So after this, what's going to happen next? This guy's going to tilt over. And then he's gonna send the guy to the ground, right? So he's gonna go up, and then this guy is gonna fall to the ground. Except he's not gonna fall like that. His legs are gonna go up. So, but when you move his legs up, his hips go up, and so you end up with some like fucking mess. So yeah, I don't like smart moving. I have it. It's just I don't use it. It's there if you want it. Nurat says Breath of the Wild got delivered. Oh, that reminds me of E3. I think my dad has it in his work, so I should be able to play it when he gets home. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Andrea pointed out to me that there has been a Breath of the Wild sequel. In other news, have you guys been following E3, Eric?
Not too much. The only thing I was hyped about is Final Fantasy VII Remake. Anything else? Not too much, but I know of them.
Fair. I haven't followed too much into it. I know Halo Infinite got a trailer, which is pretty dope. I saw Minecraft Dungeons had a trailer, I think, of some gameplay footage or something. What else was there? Harry, are you aware of anything E3?
You've pretty much just said everything I know about E3 this year.
Right? What? Oh, no, Watch Dogs. There's a new Watch Dogs sequel. It's called Watch Dog Legion,
Really?
and it looks like a standard Ubisoft game. It looks like a standard Ubisoft E3 trailer. The graphics are bumped beyond expectation, so you're never gonna get the expected graphics that Ubisoft shows at E3. Okay, so that's one. Graphics look really good, meaning it's not gonna look good in the final. Second of all, there's fake player voice acting, or like there's fake animations, fake voice acting, fake like NPC dialogue, fake everything. Like it's completely scripted. Never gonna happen in the full game. And then they reused the entire asset. Remember they made Assassin's Creed Syndicate in London? They basically just copy and pasted the city into the new Watch Dogs because you're in London.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they exaggerate everything by saying everything. So they go, you can play as every character in the game. You can do whatever you want, which is not gonna happen. That's a standard Ubisoft trailer. Nothing different. Nothing at all. Kamatine goes, I don't like smart moving. It seems like a cheat in a way. I agree. It does more bad than good. I put it in there because some people like it, but I don't like it. Santiago goes, hey, Andrea. Hey, what's up, Santiago? Hey, Andrea, I have like 100 pesos. Let's split up like the cost of a Switch. 100 pesos for a Switch? That's cheap, isn't it? 100 pesos? Zach Taz says, I love BOTW. What's that?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Right. Yeah, there's not much on E3. Zach Taz goes, what are your thoughts on Cicada 330? It's 3011. I thought it was 3301. I'm pretty sure it is 3301, isn't it? I love Cicada 3301. Yeah, it's 3301. That's what I've always said. I've been following that for a long-ass time. I actually first saw it when I saw the Cicada. And I didn't know what the Cicada was, so I looked it up. And then I discovered it was a whole ARG thing. Remember last week, someone called, like, error name something joined in at the last, like, end of the stream? That's something related to Cicada. It's like solving codes and whatnot. I love that so much. Greetings, Bragger. What's going on? Nurat says, I bet Chafe made Minecraft sex videos at one point. Ooh. I don't know. Let's make one right now. It's simple. All you gotta do is grab the hip joint and you guys go all with us. There you go. It's so intense. It's so intense. Oh, it's so intense. Okay. Josiah goes, 100 does seem cheap, but pesos might be more expensive. Let's find out right now. 100 pesos to AUD. I'm gonna convert it to everyone else's currency. Yeah, that's like 7. That's like 8. Come on. That's 8 Australian dollars. That's 40 Hong Kong dollars. Harry, how much did you get your Twitch, your Switch for?
Times that by like 1,000.
Wait, what? No, what's your in Hong Kong? I'll convert it back to PHP.
Because in Hong Kong it's 2,000.
Yeah, that's what I saw that as well. 2,000 HKD to AUD is 369. That sounds about right here. And then in PHP, that's 13,000 PHP. Bragger says, what did I join in for? You are joining in to watch me work. Oh, well, you just joined in to look at this. This is my standard workflow. I just realized how weird this looks for anyone who doesn't know my workflow. I made a tutorial on my workflow if anyone wants to follow. But right now I'm rebuilding the Arc Dock rig, because the Arc Dock rig that I have right now is very outdated. Nurat got a Switch for 160 pounds. 160. Hold on. 160 pounds to AUD. That's, yeah, I mean, dude, that's a pretty good price. And HKD, that's 1,589. 1,900. 1,500 basically. In PHP, that's 10,000. 10,500. No. The $8, I feel like that's a mistake, man. Santiago goes, I'm broke. Please don't drag me. All right. Let's actually get some work done here. Okay, first of all, rename the rig to Arc Dock Levaslier Mark. What is it now? Mark 3. There you go. Harry, I realized that you have an outdated rig as well. I don't think you ever got Arkosh. No, because you never worked with Arkosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, you're planning to help out with the work here, right?
Yes.
Cool. Alright, so let's grab Arc Dock in. Arc Dock, he's not here. He's not here.
Oof.
Where is he? Hold on. Textures, Arc, there he is. Arc Dock 2019, Arc Dock but with shoes? Is that the right file? Hold on a second. What is Arc Dock but with shoes? These aren't the right shoes, are they? Because Arc Dock 2019 also has shoes. Let's see. I feel like this is the right file. Okay, we'll use this one. Arc Dock 2019. There you go. Yeah, there he is. Okay. And then the subsurface file is Arc Dock SSS. There's a mistake there. There is definitely a mistake there. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. I'll explain everything if you guys want me to. Nothing happening right now in the stream so far. I feel like playing a soundtrack in the background. Let's pull up some Vindsvept, because that's classic music right here. Everyone, the music that I'm about to play is royalty-free from this guy called Vindsvept that I've been following for years and years and years. He makes some fantastic medieval fantasy music, and his music is completely free. That's the best part. So I'm just gonna find one of his playlists right here. Fantastic guy. Heavily recommend anyone check him out if you guys like medieval music. I'm just gonna keep that playing in the background. Probably tone that down a little bit as well. What am I looking for again? Right, I was working on the Arc Dock files. Arc Dock SSS. What is? Hold on. If that ad right up there for Razer is about Spirits XL, not yet. I pulled it up. I just haven't finished watching it yet. Wait, what happened to the... Hold on, did an ad just play without a message, or did it skim past my eye? I didn't see the message. Okay, so I'm gonna explain what the SSS mask does, in case anyone is curious. This here is an SSS texture. What SSS stands for is subsurface scattering, and that is, like, materials like skin have subsurface scattering. When light penetrates through your skin, you know, when you shine a flashlight past your finger, it turns out red on the other side. That's subsurface scattering. That's a very specific term for certain materials with this property. Skin has this property, and I'm giving slimes the property as well. The SSS mask tells where I want the SSS to be. So, this is his head up here. This is basically a Minecraft skin. All the white parts, if I shine light at ArcDoc, the white parts are where the light is going to shine through. The black parts are where it won't shine through. So all the solid black stuff, that's clothing. There's no clothing on SSS. Sorry, there's no SSS on clothing. There is in real life. I'm just not bothering with it right now. The mistake is that his shoes down here should not have SSS. So I need to patch that up. Let's get that done. ArcDoc. Where is the full skin? I lost... Oh, this is an old file. I have a lot of textures. I'm so sorry. Josiah says, I do plan on using Vince Vet music for the episode of Elemental Dreams coming this week too. Yeah. Dude, that guy is really amazing. Like, I love him so much. Speaking of music, longtime viewers of this channel will know that Yusuf was our music producer. However, you will also know that that Yusuf had to leave the team. So we don't have a music producer right now. However, my girlfriend does have an interest in music, so I thought, hey, do you want to step up and become the music producer of Lev? And she said, sure. And so now we've got a music producer back, but she's not that good. She's still practicing, which is, you know, something fun for her to do. What is happening here? What is happening here? Why is it blurring out? Why is it doing that? What? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Eric, if you're watching the stream, could you give me a hand? If you know how to do this.
Sure.
Anyone here use Photoshop? I'm completely stuck on why it's blurring out. Because there's usually a tab that I can switch. I should be able to switch the way it calculates the scale. Is it? Oh, hold on. Oh, got it. Sorry, my bad. Dumb mistake, my bad. Yeah, that's it. So sorry. I look like an idiot on stream all the time. Feels good to be back in production, actually. Oh, damn. What the hell? Oh, damn. That's what happened. Apparently, in the old ArcDoc rig, his, he doesn't have shoes, so it's just completely flat. But in the new rig, his pants are ripped, and so I'm missing a bit of SSS on the bottom. Okay, that's fine. I can redo that. That's completely fine. Welcome to the world of production. Josiah says, when you scale something, automatically applies a filter to it. No, it doesn't. No, what it was just now, it's not a filter. It was, what happened was when you scale something, there's a calculation that happens on where to put the pixels where. And the default calculation that's put into scaling is bicubic. So like whatever that means, it does bicubic interpolation. I don't want bicubic because that blurs everything. So what you have to do is rasterize your layer from being a smart layer. So turn it into a normal RGB layer, and then when you try to scale it up here, there's an interpolation value, and you set it to nearest neighbor. What that will do is preserve the pixelation. That's what happened there. It's not a filter. It's just a calculation thing. I have not been so technical in so long. out right here. Whoops, I messed up. Okay. So I've got this in. I've got to chop away everything else here. So if I go rasterize, okay, and then I will get rid of everything except here. Yep, that is our new SSS mask. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Perfect. Perfecto. Josiah says, welcome to Team TeamWnJ, Andrea. She was always part of the team. Render out PNG. And let's put this in the proper file this time. Assets, textures, ArcDoc, SSS. And export. Did I export as a PNG or did I save it? No, I saved it. Okay, well, I'll save it again. Okay, I mean, no. I have no idea what's happening anymore. I have not done this in so long. Textures, ArcDoc, -SSS. There you go. Done. Now, are you okay? What happened there? Someone dropped something.
Oh, yes, I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm fine.
Assets, textures, ArcDoc, SSS. There you go. So now I can enable SSS, and you're gonna see that I've messed up his leg somehow. How? How could I possibly have done that? What happened? Wait, how? What? Oh, I completely forgot about his other leg. How many? Oh my god. How many people were calling me out on that? Man. Alrighty. Time to undo some of that. Okay. What's the fastest way to do this? I'm gonna redrop in ArcDoc 2019. Paste. Set to rasterize. Put them in the top corner. Scale down here. It's already set to nearest neighbor, so it's not gonna pixelate. Okay, good. I'm gonna take this and delete. Nope. Hold on a second. What am I doing again? Right, I need to kill everything else except this. Okay. So get rid of all that. Get rid of this tiny little bit here. Select all this on this layer. Paint. Disable that one. Back to normal. Rasterize this one. Select everything. Nope, select everything. And then get rid of this bit here and get rid of this bit here. There we go. Huh, that took a lot more effort than needed. Alright, see you, Nerat. Re-render this. There you go. Harry, most of this stuff should already be done for you when you get my files. So for you, it's mainly just rendering. I'm gonna restart Cinema to reload that file in. I just noticed a bunch of spoilers in my files. Whoops. Alright, Andrea, thank you. Andrea says, want to talk about the world name? Also remember that I brought I think I brought up VR. I want to talk about that as well. Okay, yeah, the world name. Is Bryger here? Because I asked Bryger, I was in Bryger's live stream and I asked him a really dumb question and he replied with an equally dumb answer. I was like, so in Bryger's world, his world is Landra. And, so we were trying to plan out the world name for Levaslier. What's the entire continent called? Not just Lazuria, not, like, Lazuria is one nation, Sakrasara is another nation, but what's the entire thing called? We were trying to figure that out. So I was doing a bunch of research and I'm talking to Harry about it. And, I say to Harry, I looked at derivatives of the word Earth and how the word Earth came to be. Like, what's the word origin of Earth? and I found that what's the word? Culmination? Yeah, culmination of. I wanted to say coagulation. That's what I wanted. Culmination of a bunch of different Old English words, and I came up with a play called Yord. So that's one possible name, Yord, E-O-R-D-E. And then I was like, okay, what other suggestions are there? I thought of Briger's world. His world's name is Landra. So as I'm talking with Harry, I'm like, Landra. You know, he probably just took land and then added ra to it because it sounded cool. So I said that to Harry, and then I go to Briger's stream and I'm like, yo, how'd you come up with the world name? And he goes, well, you see, it's a funny story. It's we took land and we took ra. Ta-da! It's just, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. All right, predicted that. So I looked at that and I'm like, okay, if he's going for land, which makes sense, what's a derivative of the word land? And I thought, terrain. So I sent that to Harry. I'm like, okay, we can play with the word terrain. Terrain originates from terra. So terra could be a name, but that's a bit simple. So I thought, okay, what about terrania? The problem with that is that sounds a lot like Terraria. So I didn't go with that. However, Terranium did emerge from that, and Terranium sounds like a really good element name. So we're keeping that. After that, I looked at what's another word for terrain. Right? No, sorry. What's another word for land or terrain? And I found, what's the other one? I forget what the other one is. I don't know. Terra, right? So we got terra from terrain. I googled terra, and I realized that Mater Terra is Roman for Mother Earth. I was like, huh, Mother. That's a good one. Mater. That's the original one from the Romans. So I thought, okay, what's a derivative of the word mater? Probably like, and I thought, you know what? Material probably came from mater, right? So I googled that up. Certainly, material did come from the word mater, but from that I also got materia, which is an interesting, an interesting play on the word. Materium is another word element. That's as far as we went with materia.
Well, heads up, you're just going to Final Fantasy 7 stuff, materia.
Is that already taken? Oof.
Yeah, it's taken for sure.
Oof. Fair enough. I looked at the thing because I'm not a type of person who comes up with one name and then settles with the one name. I usually come up with a bunch of names. I pick the best one. So the next one I looked at was Mundus, and that's world in Elder Scrolls. So I thought, Todd Howard probably came up with that after looking at the word mundane, because mundane means normal, and he came up with that. Turns out it's the other way around. Mundus is another Roman word for world, and the word mundane comes from mundus. Sorry about the tissue, my lips bleeding. Sorry about that. And so I was like, okay, what's a play on the word mundane? Mundane. I thought normal. Harry comes up with Normalia, which is pretty dang good. That's very strong, I think. What's another one that we came up with? We came up with a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Andre, we looked at. I looked myself. I didn't tell Harry this. I looked at seed and root as well, and I discovered that the Roman word for seed is, and I kid you not, the Roman word for seed is semen. Yep. I kid you not.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Strangely enough, the Roman word for semen does not translate into seed. It's like, it starts with an H. I don't know what the fuck it was. Yeah.
It's probably some Latin stuff.
Hentai.
Josiah also likes Normalia. Briger likes Normalia. Yep. Briger says, I've been looking to change Landra though, as I call the main continent that too, so it's strange that there is more land that is not part of Landra, but it's still in the Landra world. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem I'm having. I call everything Lazuria, but Sacrosara is clearly not Lazuria, as much as we would like it to be. Clearly, we've taken sides as creators.
I'm gonna go back.
Gotcha. Alright, back to work on ArcDoc here. Rename ArcDoc Levaslier Mark 3. Skin is... Come on, skin. This is the wrong file again. 2019. Give me the SSS file. Assets, textures. ArcDoc SSS. Enable SSS. That. How did I mess that up? Come on.
What you mess up?
I fucked up the SSS again. Part of it doesn't have... Wait, does that have SSS? That does have SSS. Okay. I somehow forgot to put SSS on the bottom of his right leg. How?
Okay.
How? Come on. Alright, take 3. Fortunately, I don't have to do everything again. Switch. Oh my god, are you curious? Save. Arc. Doc. Mark. 3. Nope, not YouTube. Levaslier. Assets. Characters. Save. Kamatine goes Hentalia. Josiah goes, also, did you miss my stuff on how you can't download VinceWeb stuff for free? Because I discovered that recently. I thought you could, or at least you have to use YouTube downloaders or stuff to get it. Oh, well, I never downloaded VinceWeb stuff. So, there's that. I only ever streamed it on the streams. How is this file not updating? Did I not do the right leg? What? Am I dumb? Probably dumb, right? These are the legs right here. How is it possible that... What? What is going on? Is this a cinema bug? What's going on here? It's probably a cinema bug. Okay, that's an entire body SSS. We don't want that. Alright, fix it. Minor bug in cinema. That's fine. I can't... Oh, fuck. I fucked up. The fucking bug in R19 cinema is still there, so I have to use R18. I forgot about that. I can't... I have to completely restart this, because I can't backtrack. Okay. I have to start up cinema 4D R18. Nope, cinema 3D. Cinema 4D R18. Please work. Thank you. Josiah goes, yeah, it links to the Bandcamp where you have to buy the album for $15 US. I reckon that if you followed him on Patreon, you'd be able to get them for free. I'm not sure about that though. But usually as creators, that's what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to completely restart that. That's fine. No worries. Right, the VR thing. That's what I wanted to talk about as well. So I follow these guys at Corridor Digital, called like the Corridor Digital is like their main channel. That's a YouTube channel that I follow with a lot of guys, and their separate channel Node is a gaming channel. One of the guys at Node creates a VR game. His name is Brandon. His VR game is called Boneworks, and it's the only VR game with actual physics. What that like the difference here is that it is so realistic. No other game comes close to it. Instead of tracking your hand, like, cause you have a controller in your hand, right, in VR. Instead of tracking your hand position and then calculating where the hand will go, it instead calculates how far your controller moves and how fast it moves to calculate where your arm goes. Every single thing is physics-based, meaning when you punch something, it's not your controller contacting the other person, it's the speed at which your controller moves forward at what angle that determines how much damage will come out at the end. That has never been done ever in any video game before. That's insane. Not only do you have fists in that game, you have guns, you have swords, and everything else. Every single thing is physics-based, including breakable items, enemies as well. So if an enemy tries to swing at you, you're able to catch the enemy mid-attack and, like, physically interact with them and whatnot. It's incredible. And so that got me thinking, okay, damn it, I want a VR headset just to play this one game. And I think Angelo in the chat in Discord goes, wouldn't it be nice if you could spend 24 hours in Hemorrhage in VR? You should get Andrea a headset as well, and you could spend, 24 hours in Hemorrhage. I feel like Sword Art Online. I'm like, and he goes, you two could be like Kirito and Asuna, and I go, this Asuna is a bit slow. But that's true. It's true. Eric goes, what did you say? You said something. I forgot what you said.
You start moving like idiots for 24 hours.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right, because full body VR, full immersion VR doesn't exist yet, and that got me thinking: is full immersion VR is it necessarily a good thing? Because I feel like somebody could pull an SAO, like somebody could actually do that. That'd be a pretty nasty,
If you don't turn out like SAO, sure, yes, is a good thing, I think.
How can you stop someone from doing that, though?
You have the what do you call them? That YouTube channel that does movie stuff, cartoon movie stuff.
Cartoon movie stuff.
Yeah, like they do a comedic take of stuff.
What are you saying?
Hishi? Hishe?
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Hishi?
Yeah.
What about Hishi?
Yeah, because like they always have that like that one black character with a lab coat saying, "Why don't you actually go check it if it's actually safe or not?" Because most things happen because of the character's lack of logic and stuff. So you have this gag character in their YouTube channel. It's like, why not you go check it to make sure this never happens.
I mean, would technology like that be able to kill us in the first place? I feel like anything that manipulates with our consciousness could probably kill us. Like,
Yes.
if it has the ability
exactly.
to take us out into a different world, like out of our body, I feel like it could probably kill us. But then how do you figure out that it won't kill you? Because you could, even in SAO, the beta testers didn't get killed because they could log out. It's only when the game fully released that the whatever his name is decided to kill everyone.
How can you not remember his name?
I just remember Heathcliff, that's it.
Kayaba!
Kayaba.
Kababa!
Oh, Kababa.
Sure, let's run with that.
Andrea goes, hold on, is when in SAO does that technology exist? It's 2022, says Josiah. Josiah also added, that's actually how machines in SAO work. It paralyzes you while the machine runs. If that's how it works, it would be very dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's not talk about, like, the basic stuff. Like something that paralyzes your body could leave you permanently paralyzed. Yeah, for sure. I'm talking about, could something straight up in SAO, like, what was it? What was the reason they killed you in SAO? It, like, magnified your brain or some shit?
It fried your brain, basically.
Fried your brains.
Yeah. Like an intentional kill, not like some accidental kill.
Yeah.
It would be
So like
it
within
would be
the
terrible if it's
nerve
not
gear.
even like if you die in game, you die in real life. It'd be if you put on the headset and I press the button and everyone who has the headset on dies.
Well, then I guess Kayaba just made a really sneaky code within the game that nobody knew.
Yeah.
Last minute, it's just like, whoops.
Speaking of stuff happening in the future, it reminded me. I was writing an article on living on Mars, and as I finished that, I was like, because Andre and I talked about this too. Andre goes, "Would you ever move to Mars?" I'm like, possibly. But then, do you ever think we'll get to be able to live on Mars, or even like get anyone to live on Mars within our lifetime? Because I really don't.
I'd rather live in space colonies and not Mars because I've seen Mars. Yeah, those 2 stories, those Mars people, not very good.
Which movie is this? Which movie is this? What am I not getting?
Let's see. Let's do a head count, Eric. There's Gundam. There's Do we want to count destruction of Mars as a thing?
Aldo Zero, I think.
Yeah, I'll know Zero. Specific series, Gundam Age.
I thought
Age?
you were gonna say like The Martian or something, because I haven't watched that. Oh,
No,
I haven't watched that either.
I was just referencing Gundam because they had 2 stories where, like, one of the stories is bad guys living in Mars, but the other story is good guys living in Mars, but they both treated horribly either way.
right.
Which one's the good guys living in Mars?
IBO.
Oh, right, yeah. Wait, it's just a protagonist, technically.
Yeah.
What else? Either way, none of those series depict people in Mars having actual good functioning economy. Or
Yeah.
at least they're just. Mars is basically India.
Mars is basically
But-
India. Quotes from Harry.
Size.
Mars is basically India. Harry 2019. There you go. Another quote from Harry.
like the poverty gap is way bigger.
Josiah goes, I don't think any production company would allow that in a gaming device. Like, the power to kill someone? Yeah, I agree. The problem is whether or not it would... Because, okay, if a machine is capable of manipulating our brainwaves like that, I'm most certain it could most likely kill us. In which case, my problem won't be with game developers doing it, because otherwise the game company would go bankrupt, and like there's basically no reason anyone would ever want to do that other than being a psychopath. The problem is there are lots of psychopaths in the world, and hacking is not that hard. And so what if someone hacked into a headset and then injected a virus into everyone's headset that kills them? Or it extorts money from them. So like if you don't pay this amount, we'll kill you.
Yeah, it's similar to one of those more recent viruses on computers. I forgot what it's called, but it's like if you want your... What did you say?
Ransomware?
Yes, that one.
Yeah. That's a very common one. Those are scary.
Yeah.
I have not done this job in so long, but it feels so satisfying to be able to do this. Alright, let me make sure these actually work. Yep, those definitely work. And... how the hell did I mess that one up? Man, what? My guy, how? Okay, hold on.
Don't know.
I hate it. I hate it when I do this. I made a mistake. It's fuck. I'll go back and fix everything. I've done this so many times and I still make the same damn mistake. Anyone? I'm not gonna bother explaining this mistake because people. If you know it, you know it. If not, we'll just continue talking. Whoops.
But
you know what? Yeah, go on.
what I do want is humanity actually achieving something and actually going to space and living in space. Not in a planet, but just space, because space colonies will be great.
Don't we have space stations already?
Yeah, but not a fucking colony.
Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, dude, I never even thought about that. Living, yeah. Because most of the time when we talk about living, because like you know how Earth is getting like more and more populated, and I think the easy solution to overpopulation is just shooting people up into Mars, like into space. I've always thought of making other people live on other planets, but the problem is making the other planet habitable. But if it's space stations, that problem goes away. Because you can artificially forge a livable environment.
I've advocated that with my friends when I'm in primary. But now, all I can think of is these space stations dropping onto Earth, specifically onto Australia.
Onto Australia? Yeah, I had a feeling you were gonna say that.
Australia Sydney. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't worry,
guys.
I'll welcome it. I'll welcome it. Hit me directly, please. Please.
I'll fly specifically to Australia just for that purpose.
Come to my house. We'll drive the traffic over here.
Yeah. We'll just crack a code
W
one
Design
while it hits
says
us.
hi. Hey, what's going on, W Design? I'm missing a lot of chat right now. Let's go back and see what I missed. Desire says, yeah. What about brainwashing? Having no awareness of that, you know, people around you could murder you. Isn't that GGO? And then memory wiping. Yeah, that's all the stuff there. She just goes back. Welcome back. We're talking about VR and whether full body, like full immersion VR, where you cannot control your body and you're just completely sent into VR land, is actually a good thing or not. Kamatana, I said, I heard something about Australia. What are you guys on about? I'm pretty sure, let me get this one. I think, from what I've heard from these guys talking, because I don't watch Gundam, but I feel like in one of the Gundam stories, a space station drops onto Melbourne and Sydney, and it wipes everyone out there, right? Alright?
It's the literal first ever Gundam series.
There you go.
And it dropped on Sydney, I think. Yeah, and half the Earth or something became inhabitable, at least in those areas.
Right. I've done goofed. Hold on. I've goofed.
Oof.
If anyone wants a breakdown on exactly what I'm doing right now, I'm doing a process called extrusion on a Minecraft rig. What that means is I'm adding detail, because otherwise this flat body will remain flat. So I'm making sure the cloth sticks out from the body, the bags stick up from the cloth, etc, etc. I'm starting with the thinnest object first, and that's his clothing, because skin does not need to be extruded. And then I'm working my way up. Hey, what's going on, ArcDoc? And Sandyman is here. Connor, what's going on? I'm not sure if you've heard the news. We're putting Levaslier Episode 1 back into production, except the only difference is, instead of doing it in an animated web series format, we're turning it into a web comic. This means that production will be a lot easier to do. So first of all, you're the voice actor. You're gonna go like, oh, hold on, how am I gonna get my voice in? Don't worry. Once we have the web comic done, I'm gonna turn that into a video. And so it'll just be like moving pictures instead of a full-blown animation. It'll just be like a video version of the web comic, in which case I can still use the voices. In the future, when we have a bigger budget and a bigger time frame, that's when I'm gonna return back into doing animation. Right now, we just don't have enough money and don't have enough time to make that happen. Josiah says it's probably possible to make some sort of full dive VR that is safe. Probably. Josiah goes mostly by doing a whole lot of shenanigans on limiting the physical object. Yeah, making it physically impossible to cause harm and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah. Basically limiting the hardware so that it's not ever possible to do damage. I'm just not sure if that's possible though, because a machine has to be pretty dang powerful to interact with your consciousness, right? I mean, this is just speculation. Nobody ever knows until it actually gets made.
And not to mention, you don't use Wi-Fi on the Nerve Gear.
You don't use Wi-Fi.
Yeah, like you see Kirito in the first episode, like putting Ethernet cable, like plugging into it.
Oh yeah.
Into the wall.
I mean, that makes the most sense.
The most sense, yeah.
Yeah.
So people like really freaked out when people were like, "Oh, how did they even transfer all the people from home to hospital?"
Huh. I've never thought about that. Hold on a second. Huh. But to be fair, SAO is full of plot holes.
Apparently, Kaiba gave a grace period, so
What? Where did you read that?
online Reddit.
Oh my god.
Grace
Kaiba
period
gave
for
a
what?
Grace period.
Grace period from after the incident happened to home to hospital, so people don't die in their house.
Could you imagine what it must have been like to lag in VR? Because you just get disconnected temporarily, you get CI'd. You can't move your body, you're just permanently paralyzed in the game. Everyone around you is kind of stuck and they're all just like looking around. Alrighty, looks good. Desire thinks I think it probably uses Wi-Fi to some extent. I wouldn't think so, because Ethernet is always faster than Wi-Fi, especially when you're talking about something like VR. You probably want the fastest connection. Because a little lag just breaks a lot of immersion. You don't lag in real life. Dude, we should make a video called lag in real life.
I mean, even at one point when
Isn't that our daily stream?
True.
even with the episode where Kirito thinks that Mr. Black Guy is lagging, but he's really not. He's surprised.
Is he? Wait,
So obviously
which episode was he lagging? The fuck?
When he took Asuna to his store.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So like he thought Kirito thought he lagged, but he obviously we all know that he didn't lag.
Connor says, Kirito is such a whiny bitch. Did you know that in Japan there's a term used to refer to otakus? And it's literally, or no, not just otakus. A term to refer to specifically people with shit taste in anime, and the term is Kirito. Yeah, someone with shit taste in anime is called a Kirito in Japan.
Did you read it on Twitter?
Probably.
Yeah. Saw it as well.
Shizuko says, "Isn't lagging in real life a time lapse? Lagging in real life is trying to open the door while not looking at it, and then like completely missing the door handle, so you just end up like grabbing the air several times. That or what's another example of lagging in real life? Eric, you have
Hey,
one?
what strokes are we swimming next? Yes.
we haven't told that story. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We're gonna get back to that question in a bit, but so Harry and I, we met through a swimming club. Remember that, right? And in one of our swimming events, we were swimming, and then we finished, and we were taking a break, and the coach goes, blah 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 blah, 4 laps. I'm like, what the hell? So I go, I'm in the first, I'm leading everyone. I swim first, everyone follows behind me. So I go, what the hell? And I go, Harry, what stroke? Harry goes, yes. I'm like, Harry, what stroke? Yes. Man, what stroke? Yes. What stroke, man? What stroke? Yes. Wait, what are you talking about? What stroke? What stroke? Yes. Oh,
I'm pretty sure I didn't go yes that much.
you did. Okay, you did it several times. You did several times. At
Don't.
least 3. At least 3.
I probably heard you saying like some stroke name, and then I went yeah.
you got so pissed at me because I was getting so pissed at you. What stroke? Yes. What stroke?
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
You were like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? We basically have a streaming content and you're just screaming, yes, yes, what, yes, what? And the coach is getting pissed at me because I wasn't moving as well. What stroke, damn it? Oh, I fucked up. What's up? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
On the comments.
Wait, let's see. Lang, you realize when someone keeps stuttering, when you talk to someone and then wait, and then after a moment you blow up and you say, huh? Sorry, what was that? Wait, what?
No, keep going.
Okay, yeah. The Sandy Man says, I think that was him telling you to legit have a stroke. Yes. To the guess you're both getting pissed over misunderstanding. I feel like 99.99% of the time in life, getting pissed happens over misunderstanding. Most of the time.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. No. Josiah said, when you go talk to someone, then wait, and then after a moment they go and they say, huh, sorry. Along with that, it's this moment where you go up to, go to a restaurant and you order your food, and you're like, I'll have a Big Mac and cheese or whatever. And then they go, here's your Big Mac, and you're like, and they go, enjoy a meal, and you say, you too. That
No,
that's lagging.
wait. I do that too many times when it comes to Uber Eats. I'm like, have a nice day.
You too.
Enjoy your meal. You too.
I
turn around.
I had a moment. I was at the supermarket, and you buy your food, they scan it, they go do it, and then they put your food in the bag, and they're like, would you like your receipt? And I go, no thanks. And then they're like, have a good day, and you're like, you too, and you walk away. I was at the supermarket, I gave them the food, they're like, you have a good day? I'm like, yeah. And then they scan the food, they put it in the bag, and they're like, have a good day. I was expecting, would you like your receipt? So they go, have a good day. I go, no thanks. No thanks.
Oh, already.
Oof.
Like people on YouTube are like Vine people, like make that joke, but like it's legit true though. Like if you do it, like you would be like, oh, now I know how they feel.
What happens after you do that? Because I usually just stand there for a second. And I'm like, I regret my life.
No, I just turn and go back, and I'm like going back to the door, and I'm like, and just reflect on myself. It's just like, Eric, you idiot.
Wow, I am dumb. I am really
Yeah.
dumb. Sasuke says, sorry I'm late by the way, 9th flight. Oh, thanks for the like. Hey, we're near 10 likes. Who hasn't liked the video? Whoever has not liked the video yet, make sure you like the video right now. I'm pretty sure that the ArcDoc like emoji gif has popped up like 9 times by now, just because I'm typing 0.5 in the chat. Every time I press 5, ArcDoc tends to pop up. She's a go-goes. I'm telling my mom this if she tells me to have a good day. No thanks. While I was doing the Reddit videos, I read a post that was on the same line in this, and it was, Harry, so imagine, okay. Hold on, what was the line? Yeah, okay. Harry, imagine I'm saying, have a good day to you. Usually what do you reply with? So, Harry, have a good day.
You too?
You too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
exactly. So, I saw this on Reddit. Have a good day. You too. You. The guy tried to respond with you too to the you too. Could you imagine if he said you too and the other guy replied with you too? Till this day, they would still be going you too. Levaslier has been a passion project of mine for the past 6 years. So sorry. Okay. Well, I learned that the hard way. I switched back to my face. I don't know how long it's been on my face. Whenever I press my numpad, I engage the stream shortcuts. But I usually use the numpad to type in numbers, so that's going to be happening quite a lot in the stream. My bad. Sorry about that. Mistake. How do I turn that off? Hold on, did the thing not show up? Did the emoji not show up? Mewtwo says, hello, hey, what's going on, Mewtwo? I was just watching a few Pokemon videos. Strange that you would suddenly pop up. There's the like emoji. There you go. I don't know why YouTube decided to recommend me some Pokemon videos, and I was like, there's a thing called soft locking, and that's when you basically ruin your game file by doing something entirely in the realms of a game. So in Pokemon, it'd be trapping yourself on an island with no means of escape. So on Pokemon, to go on water, you have to have a Pokemon that knows surf. So a very easy example is surf to an island, jump off your Pokemon, release your Pokemon, so you no longer have any surfing Pokemon, so you can't escape. Obviously, it's not that simple, because Pokemon, they know that people are dumb and they'll do that. So the game tries to patch that. However, there are still ways to soft lock your game, and usually it involves soft locking yourself on an island with an extremely weak Pokemon. Yes, soft lock picking, exactly, Josiah, exactly, by Pika Spray. I love that series. Yeah, the newest one he just made was, instead of soft locking yourself on an island with an extremely weak Pokemon, what about soft locking yourself on an island with a level 100 Mewtwo? So an extremely powerful Pokemon at max level. Can you still trap yourself? And they found out that it is entirely possible, and in fact, it's extremely difficult to escape this one as well. I love that series.
Actually, I also, I think a few months back, I got these really random videos about this master pick locker. I'm like, this is interesting. I don't know if you guys have actually come across it, but it's very interesting because he has this like such confidence, but the thing is that he can back up with that confidence
with actual
with video proof. Yeah, I'm like, he just won a bet. Not bad.
What the hell? It happened again. I switched to my face again. How many times have I switched to my face accidentally? I'm sorry I keep doing that. It keeps on happening. My bad. I discovered a thing that you can do on YouTube. I'm not sure how long this has been available for, but oh my god, I did it again. I keep on switching my camera. Jesus. Okay, so on YouTube, I don't know how long this feature has been available. Let me just head on to YouTube real quick. Let's say that you find a recommended video and you're not sure where it's from. So, let's say it's, Khabib, Dustin Poirier is not a big fight like in UFC 229. So where is this from? I can mark this as not interested, then go tell us why, and that will show you exactly what the recommendation was based on. And in this case, it's Tony Ferguson is ready for war. And then, because this is an interesting video to me, I can cancel this and go to undo. So that's all I need to look in the detail of exactly why this was recommended to me. It's pretty interesting. This, I have no idea where this came from. Mewtwo goes, do you mind if I click the like button? Button? Yeah, go ahead, do that 3 times. That's the trend that everyone does now. Click the like button 3 times. That tends to work very well. Thanks for the subscription, Mewtwo. Love it. Zach says, is it on your face? And the like button shows up. Yeah, I don't know. It always does that. I should tell people to start doing that. From now on, hit the like button 3 times. Mewtwo goes, this? I thought you were trying to do like a 3-finger like that. And it reminded me. I had a PE teacher. I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure if it was my PE teacher. It might have been swimming. Okay, Harry, I'm not sure if you remember this. Might have been in swimming, where the coach was telling us something and she was counting down numbers and she was like, "There's 3 things you gotta remember. You gotta do 1, you gotta do 2, and then the most important one is 3." And she basically flipped us off. I don't know why you would count like this and then present your 3 like this. I really want to use this as like. I really want to use this as an insult for someone. If I ever want to insult someone, because it's like in Guardians of the Galaxy with the wind-up middle finger. I want to do that to someone. I'm going to be telling them 3 things like, 1, go fuck yourself, and 2, go fuck yourself, and 3, go fuck yourself. Like, I feel like you could stack that up in a beautiful way. There's an insult brewing in there. There's a sick burn, a 4th degree burn.
It's like, oh my god, I don't know how this machine works.
What now?
Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like Peter Quill is just like, just cranking the lever on his hand. It's just like the middle finger pops up, and
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't know how this
that.
machine works.
Oh my god, come on, work. Thank you. Zach says I flipped off my old school. Why? Oh, Mewtwo is counting 3. Wow, that's nice. Josiah says I can't see the source. Huh. Try with a different video? Cause I feel like I might be having another beta feature. Cause my account is signed up to have beta access to YouTube features. Like new features that they're testing. That might be me. Harry, try it out. Cause I'm pretty sure you don't have beta access.
I don't.
You can't see it?
For what though? For what?
Your YouTube recommendations.
I don't think so. No.
Go try it out. See what happens. 'Cause
Beta
it
feature.
might just be me. In which case,
Right.
if that works for just me, then it's a beta feature, and it will be pushed out to you guys within the coming months if it's a good feature. If not, it'll get removed and nobody will ever know about it.
Where do I get this?
So go onto your YouTube feed, find a random video, hit the 3 little buttons on the top, like when you hover over it, and then click it and then mark it as I'm not interested in this video. And then it'll pop up a dialog box that says tell us why. Click on tell us why, and it should tell you why this video was recommended to you in the first place.
Okay.
Mewtwo says, are you making a skin? I'm making the Arcdoc character rig for my web series. Hold on. Levaslier, right here on my shirt. Let me pop my camera back. Now, this is the proper reason to pop my camera back. Right here, Levaslier. This is my animated web series, but we're taking a different turn with it now. We're making it into a web comic. And so I'm just in the process of setting everything up and getting that ready to go. Mewtwo says, my English is bad. I speak Spanish. So, no, man, your English is perfectly fine. Your English is perfectly fine right now. Other than the my becoming me.
So I've clicked on that. What now?
Oh, okay. No. Josiah says, I get it. The last one was based on a channel, not a video, so I only got the name. Right. Okay, so no, everyone does have it. No, it's fine, Harry. It's fine. Let's undo it. It's fine. I find that feature really good, especially if you're trying to understand the algorithm and how it works. Alright, let's carry on working on this leg.
I mean, it doesn't tell. Should it be telling you why it's recommending you it?
What?
Should it be telling you why it recommends you that?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Like, this video was
I didn't-
recommended to you because you watched this.
I didn't see that.
You probably didn't click on the right buttons because you were quite lost.
Okay. Should I? What button should I be clicking?
So after you marked it as this video does not interest me, there's a button that says
Yeah.
tell us why.
Yeah.
Click on
No, I clicked on that and
Okay,
I
try a
clicked on
different
it.
video because you might have the same problem with Angelo. Sorry, with Andrea. Sorry, with Josiah, where
Okay.
the video was recommended to you because of a channel, not because of another video.
Okay. Nope.
Oh,
It does tell. It does ask me to like tell us why though. I've already watched the video. I don't like the video. I'm not interested in the channel.
well, no. Find a video that's clearly recommended to you because you watched some other video.
No, I did.
Oh, okay. Well, no,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I did.
Maybe you just don't have the feature yet. It could be a location thing as well. It could be a location thing, because Josiah and I are both in Australia.
Okay.
Hey, Angelo, what's going on? Bit late, but you're here, so let's go. I actually want to show you guys something cool. Okay, since oh man, I really want to show you guys this. Josiah, Angelo, Bragger, I think you guys are gonna be interested in this one. It's just a little bit of like scene stuff in Lev. So in the final, if you guys think back to the Levaslier prologue, at the very, very, very end, right before, before the credits, there's like a scene where Arkosh is at home looking after Arkdoc as Arkdoc is sleeping. That scene, I had to motto the entire house and like everything inside. I found out that I still have the motto, so I can still reuse it. Because one of the first shots start inside the house, like in here. But because I'm in cinema, I have access to so much more stuff that you can't do in regular Minecraft. So let me reset this back to normal real quick, and I'll show you guys inside the prologue version of the Levaslier house. Why the hell is that bigger? Oh fuck! I fucked up big time. Damn. Okay. Did not expect to fuck up that big. Hold up. I'll fix this up real quick and then I'll get to it. This will only take a second, knowing my skills. A second has passed. But time is relative, so it's fine. A second has not passed for me. That one. If you're wondering why I have to okay, I'm gonna explain this. I said I wasn't gonna explain this. I'll explain this just so everyone's on the same page. Why I have to deselect these specific ones. When you have a turn of a 90-degree angle like that, and these two polygons here are connected diagonally, if I select this and I extrude it like this, it's gonna give me some funky business going on, so I have to deselect that every single time and then do it individually. So once I do that, then I have to go back and select each of these ones that aren't pushed out. I know Angelo is right now in the middle of writing. There's a different way to do it. I know. I just like doing it this way. Okay. Now that I am done fucking up, reset this back to 0, 0, save. Okay, cool. Angelo goes, the coordinates of the bottom while editing or resetting his values tends to glitch out for me sometimes, making the bends wrong. I'm not resetting the rig, so it's not a bends problem. What happened just now was I extruded the bottom of his foot when I should not have. Let me reset the arms back. The next thing I gotta do is the head, because I don't use the FMR head, I use my custom slime head. But I'll do that in a second. I'll show you guys. This is the prologue scene. So in my prologue file, it's not in the prologue file. It's in the slime camp file. That's not the slime camp file. There it is. Yeah, so I found prologue-camp. I was like, what's prologue-camp? And I thought about it. I was like, I think I know what this is. So check this out. Hold on, we got... Oh, I launched it in R18 instead of R19. That's not gonna work. It worked somehow. Mewtwo says, "Are you using Unity?" I'm not using Unity. I'm using Cinema 4D right now. It's an animation software. Sorry, it's a 3D software, not a game making software. So this is the entire scene in the prologue, and the animation here is just very minimal. He's sleeping, so he's just breathing, and then Arkosh here just kind of tilts a little bit. But the nice details here. I'm just gonna point out the tiny little details. I can flaunt this a little bit. We got his sword here, which is in the final animation. We got a pot of flowers here. Very nice detail there. I love the tiny little detail nobody ever sees. This bed has a slight bend in it because it's made of hay. So it's just like a small thing that I did. We've got some pots and pans over here. We've got a few sack of flowers lying on the ground. On the top here, we've got a bunch of herbs just hanging from the fire. And I'm pretty sure you all saw this because that was a pretty nice shot coming in just like that. More sacks here. I love the way this turned out. There's a whole bunch of firewood just lying around on the ground here. I love this a lot. Crafting table has a little bit of piece of cloth on it. That's just like a special texture that we've got. Harry is the one responsible for making these fence gates. Remember the X-frame fence gates we used for windows and the slime cans?
Yeah.
He made those. I'm
Oh.
really happy with the way that turned out. I'm pretty sure he is too. They look fantastic.
Yep.
So that's like all the interior design we did for this. The lighting as well. Spectacular Dade, thank you so much. This is beautiful. I love the scene. Zach says, will you make a Lev video game? Well, I mean, since we are doing it in Minecraft, it's as simple as making a custom map in Minecraft if we want to turn it into a video game. Let's deal with his head. Because this is where the problems start coming. Okay. So, with the FMR rigs, there's a problem where if you delete the wrong thing, the rig breaks. So, I don't remember what things to delete. So, I'm just going to try deleting things, and then you can test whether the rig works or not just by scaling this up and down. So, if that works, the rig is fine. If that doesn't work, something's broken. I'm going to delete this. Yep. This. That's fine. Cool. All those work. Okay. So the main head is gone. I have all these controls here. I'm not sure if I can get rid of these controls. Because I'm pretty sure if I get rid of these controls, that's where the problems start. Yep, see, like that. It breaks. The soap, but the price is in. He says, hello, ever soon. How y'all doping rodao? What language is that? I saw soap and price, and I got attracted because I thought that was, I thought that was a Modern Warfare reference. Chafe goes to... Sorry, Chafe goes. Angelo goes, Chafe, to not make the rig break when deleting a body part, go into polygon mode and delete all the polygons. That's smart, but that's fine now. It's just... the nulls here are a bit of a bitch. Okay. I feel like it's these two. If it's these two, I can just delete the polygons for that one, you're right. Let's see if I can delete all of these controllers here, because these are all unnecessary. Bam. Okay. So once I delete these, I feel like that's where the problem starts. Yeah, okay. So in that case, thank you, Angelo, for the suggestion. Let's see if that works. It just says delete all the polygons, so there you go. Thank you. Saved me a lot of time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the soap on the price goes, it is a COD Modern Warfare reference. Glad I got that reference. The new Modern Warfare, which I've brought up before. It interests me, but I'm also worried about it. Harry, are you feeling the same way?
I don't know.
Are you
I'm not
looking
sure.
forward to it?
Not particularly, but I'm gonna be, like, looking at it sometimes.
It
Sure.
feels strange because they just released a Modern Warfare Remastered a while ago. And I was expecting them to do a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. But no, they just dropped this one instead.
Dude, come on, they're not Square Enix.
Yeah, true. Recently, we're getting a
Remastering
lot
everything?
of remasters for old games as well.
Remastering everything before 3? Yeah, thanks, Square Enix.
I've noticed a lot, like, a lot of remasters for different games recently.
Yeah.
Like, Resident Evil 2. I mean, the remasters are good, too. There was a Resident Evil 2
Yeah.
remaster that was really good.
Yeah, even with the E3 for Square Enix, the remastered Final Fantasy 7, 8.
Yeah.
And, like, you have another bigger game, a remake, which is kind of confusing as well.
I like remakes more than remas... Hold on a second. Is the new Final Fantasy... The new Final Fantasy is a remake, not a remaster.
Okay, no, here's the thing. Final Fantasy 7 is a remake.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 8 is a remaster, and they
Right,
announced
yeah,
that
yeah,
in the
yeah.
E3.
Because they wouldn't remaster such an old game. The difference between a remaster and a remake is that a remaster takes the original game and just kind of fixes up the stuff and updates the textures and whatnot. A remake is starting from scratch again, making the exact same game. So that's for anyone who doesn't know. Shizuko goes, "Hello everybody, how are y'all doing today?" Is that what Soap said? Because I couldn't read what Soap said. I missed the loots again. Standard. I wish there was a way to make the loots pop up longer. Don't know. Angelo goes, also the neck control is lifted a bit. I realized that. I was wondering if that was just me. Okay. Huh. You're right, it is lifted a bit. Hold on. I'll just pop that back up. That's fine. Close enough, close enough. That's fine, that's fine. Soap goes, I hope I get the new COD when it comes out. I don't want to wait like 5 years after it comes out. You mean the new Modern Warfare? Yeah. I mean, it's coming out this year, no?
Bruh, dude, nothing really beats Kingdom Hearts right now for
Fair.
development.
Angelo goes, what's the... Sorry, was it Angelo? Yeah, Angelo goes, what's the tapping noise? That's Eric on this PlayStation.
That's just me trying to go through everything before 2020 March. So I have a goal right now.
Josiah goes, exclamation mark, hunt, for whatever reason. Do you mean heist? It's close enough. Let me put a protection tag on this boy. Not a protection, a layer body. That. Lock. Hide. Lock. No, show. Yeah, okay. I need to put SSS on the slime, which I forgot to do. In standard Chi format. Okay, that works fine. Cool. Everything else works fine. Head distortion still works as usual. Okay. And SSS on the head. That's right. SSS on the head. That slime hidden. That. Okay, cool. Outside slime. Luminance check. I have not done manual SSS in a long time. Forgive me. Usually, I just use my rig to do it for me. Surfaces. Subsurface. Sub. Ah, Angelo, since you're here, you might be interested in knowing. There's a non-expensive way to do subsurface. So what I mean by expensive, this won't matter that much to anyone else, right? But subsurface takes up a lot of system power. Like, it takes longer to render because subsurface, just to clear everything up again, subsurface scattering is when you shine a light through like a semi-transparent object, like your skin, for example. Once you shine a flashlight through your finger, it comes out red on the other side. That's subsurface scattering. It applies to certain materials. Subsurface scattering is an actual feature that we can have in cinema. But a way to fake it, Angelo, this will be interesting for you. A way to fake it and not have it be expensive to the system. If I create a cube right here, and I add a color, instead of adding subsurface, I can add a texture effect ambient occlusion. Once I go in the ambient occlusion, I can invert the direction of the ambient, and then if I drag this on here, that basically, oh no, hold on, right, put that in here and I flip the colors. Sorry, I forgot about that one. Whoops, killed the white there. Now I render. Now I have subsurface, basically. It depends on where you use it. If you've got a bright scene, like if I've got a light behind this one, if I set up a volumetric real quick, volumetric light, and I just kind of push this into the back. Oh, Jesus, come on. Work with me. So if you do this, you could probably get away with it. No, because you need an ambient. Okay. Ambient illumination. Up. Something like that. See. Exactly. Like this. Like this. You could cheat SSS kind of like this. That's not what SSS would actually look like, but it's a cheap way to do it because that renders a lot faster than the actual SSS. So there you go. That was for Angela. That was Angela. No, Kamatine even. Kamatine's here. I completely forgot about you. Sorry about that. Josiah says, anyway, what I said in the loots is that if you're gonna watch Spirits Exile, I recommend trying to get through all the parts of episode 1 and 1.5 all in the same sitting, because that's when things really start to get interesting. Okay, sure, thanks for that. Angelo goes, for those who don't know what SSS means, Shinda Sekai Sesen. Is that an anime title? I don't know what that means. Oof. I think Soap died on the heist. What happened? The entire crew escaped. No, the entire crew escaped. Soap, I don't think you joined in. I don't think you joined in with the heist. I think the heist might have started before Angelo or, yeah, I don't think you guys joined in. Maybe you made a... Huh, I don't know why that happened. Angelo goes, damn, what if I have custom UV mapping? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the SSS is, no, you apply, so you apply your texture. Let's say we grab, I don't know, let's say, for example, we grab the world UV, right? We import that in. You can add layer and then drop a, not an image, you can drop a ambient occlusion on top of that, set that to, screen. And then invert, flip the colors. This should work in theory. I'm just going to test it real quick. So what that will do is key out the black and then make the edges exactly so like that. See? I haven't used cinema in a few months, but I still got it in me. Anyway, back to this. Luminant sub shader. Nope. No. Hold on. Texture. Assets. Texture. ArcS. Nope. It's Slime SSS. Of course I'm missing Slime SSS. Of course I am. Slime. There. Copy. Luminance. Paste. This should work. Hold on. Subsurface scattering. Paste. Now this should appear. Oh my god, what happened there? Seems I've made a mistake. Ah! Layer. Subsurface scattering. Image. Levaslier texture. Slime. SSS inverse here. No. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Okay. And then render. This is... I can set this as a layer mask, right? Can I do... Is that right? I feel like I'm messing something up. I haven't done this in a while, guys. I haven't done this in a while. Let's see if this works. Okay, that works. Okay, no. I've got it. No worries. No worries. Everything is Daijobu. Angelo goes, I mean, if you zoom into the UV mapping, the texture would texture the whole texture rather than the surface. No, not because the subsurface effect is not an actual texture. It only applies the subsurface to all the edges. It detects the edges of the shape and it adds the did I say subsurface? Sorry, the ambient occlusion. The ambient occlusion detects all the edges. So it doesn't actually put it like as a still texture on your texture. It's an effect. I don't have boss enabled. Angelo goes, I made my rig UV mapped in a way that you could extrude without the bugged edges. Oh, you mean the 90-degree corners? Really? Really? I haven't tried extruding anything visible in Render Chief. Okay, I'm not using your rig right now. I haven't tried extruding anything on your rig. Let's see. What? It's not. What is it called? Oh, I'm in R18. I'm in R18 right now. I have to go to R19. That's fine. I'll do that later. Oh, I gotta figure this one out first. The color of the subsurface is not right. It's gotta be more green. It's also too bright. Okay, let's fix his face. Layer in image slime SSS inverse. Okay, yes. Layer mask underneath. Get in here. Get in. Good. Good. Okay, clear this and then green. All right, how does this work? What the hell? Come on. Transparency 90%. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Screen? What? What am I doing wrong? I feel like... What? Why is that happening? Is it something to do with the luminance? No, it's a bug or something. Oh! Oh, it's disabled in the... Oh! My god. It's not visible in the render. I've made it... There, now it's visible. It's always these dumb mistakes. Got it. Set this down here. No, that would... Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah. Let's just configure this correctly. Yeah, Angelo figured it out at the same time as I did. There you go. That should work perfectly fine now. Perfect. ArcDoc is done. Hide, hidden, lock that up. Cool. Everything should be good to go. Close all this up. Breathing is enabled. Smart move is disabled. Idle is enabled. And... this just gives him a little breathing animation. It's very subtle. You guys won't be able to see it, but he's breathing. So if I scrub through real fast, you can see him jiggling a little bit. And now that that is done, I will create a new library. You can tell how rusty I am here. Create new library. ArcDoc Mark 3. Take this guy, drop it into here. Boom. ArcDoc Mark 3 complete. I'm going to save this and do a test render with all my settings on just to make sure that it renders properly. 25%, 32. Nope, I want to do 16 here. Sorry, just turned the thing on again. My bad. Don't worry, it's not starting soon. It's already started. There you go. Evaluate transparency, effects, sketch and tune, and shading off. Save, render. Harry, how does this look to you? Looks like we've got a few... I've got a few bugs that I've got to patch out. Like in the leg right here.
Yeah, you do.
Got a few mistakes. Let me just patch this up before I
Sure you do.
Yeah. Zach says, Chafe, do you still need voice actors for Lev? I think we've got all the voice actors we needed. Angelo goes, ArcDoc is arc done. I just
Actually, I don't know.
all
It
over
looks
myself.
alright.
Sorry, what now?
Actually, I don't know. It looks alright.
No, I zoomed into his leg. Wait till I zoom into his leg, because there's an extra few lines on his leg that shouldn't be there, and I know exactly what's causing it.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah, just
heard
select the
a little
one.
anime girl screaming in the background. I'm not
else.
sure what I heard.
I don't know either. Eric?
I love how you just jumped onto that, Eric.
Maybe. I'm not even listening to the game anymore.
Shizuko says he's a jelly, he's supposed to jiggle. Fun fact, in the prologue with Arkosh, if you look at Arkosh's animation frame by frame, you're gonna notice that he does jiggle. Like, especially on the high impact moments. I did animate his jiggle because his head has this thing. I love this. His head has this thing. Get ready. Alright? I want to play Running in the 90s right now, but that's gonna get me copyright strike. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Play Running in the 90s.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
So that has all the jiggle physics that I possibly ever need. Josiah goes off topic, but when I watched Spirits XO episode 1.5, I got into speculations immediately afterwards. I was so interested, I started considering all the possibilities. That's the best thing that any web series creator could have, because that means that the community is really engaged. My camera is... I almost said gay. What now?
Oh. Nothing, I'm just laughing at the jiggle physics.
Oh, is that what we're calling them? Jiggle physics.
Put that big air quote there.
I discovered that by saying quote unquote, I've been doing it wrong the entire time. My life is a lie. I thought quote unquote was quote on quote. Turns out
it's
quote unquote. My life has been a lie. Yeah.
I realized that a year or two ago.
Yeah?
More.
Have you been saying quote unquote as well? Like thinking it was on quote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until like a year or two ago. Yeah.
It's quote unquote on quote. You're also supposed to say it quote and then whatever the quote is, unquote. Instead of quote unquote something.
Yeah, I think it's just a popular thing to do.
Yeah, it's also
like, quote
just
unquote.
faster to say it like that. Like, I mean, in written text no, in spoken text. Because you can
spoken
speak
text.
in a tone. Like, if I want to quote someone, I'm going to say, this is a quote from someone. And then I'll continue talking normally.
Yeah.
Even in written text, you could just use quotes. I don't know why anyone would need to write out the word quote.
No one would actually write that, I don't think.
Right?
No, it's just spoken.
Maybe it's if you're quoting someone's quote. Like, if you're quoting someone and they say quote. But then wouldn't you just quote the original person?
No. Yeah, exactly. No, in academic essay, you would go, cited from this guy who's citing from this.
Ah.
Yeah.
Andrea's getting Neko Power flashbacks. Galtine says jiggle physics in anime is a blessing. Oh, have you guys been watching Attack on Titan? How about this sick ass animation on the Beast Titan when he got into the fight with Levi? I'm not gonna spoil anything. He fights Levi. That's a given. Okay. What about the animation there? Like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The jiggle physics during that Beast Titan fight is sick. It's so good. Welcome, Andrew Menzes. You got something about a webcomic? So, my animated web series, Levaslier, animation takes a long-ass time to make. And so, instead of making animation, we're opting to make it into a webcomic instead. And so, this is the process of doing that right now. We're just converting all the rigs into a webcomic format. Guys in the stream, can I get some opinions on what you think of the cell shaders? Like the cartoon shaders? How do they look? What do you guys think of it? Let's get rid of some of these stuff. Other than like the 1 or 2 bugs here and there, how does the outline of everything look for you guys? Bragger says, I thought Attack on Titan got boring after the first episode. Really? Really? I think that it starts very strong, and then in the episodes 2 and 3, it weakens down a little bit, but then episode 4, it starts picking up again. Excuse me. Josiah goes, Spirits Excel is so good though. It's not that they don't answer questions, but they always have so many more questions and concepts appearing. I feel like that's this is a concept that all story writers have to make sure that the intrigue is continued without your story. Every single time you answer a question, you have to make sure that you're giving another question. Sorry, yeah, you have to make sure you're giving another question out there. This is just to make sure that the viewers maintain engaged. I mean, that reflects kind of in real life as well, because there's a saying in real life that goes, for every problem you solve, more like 10 more problems appear. And so that can be represented in fiction, kind of. Josiah thinks the shaders were okay, not really cell shaded though. It would use a more cartoon shader. I think it would look nice though. The problem with making it truly cell shaded, the big problem there is that transparency isn't a thing. You can't do transparency in cell shading. And so if I try, I can turn on cell shading right now. Right here. If I turn that on, this is what cell shading looks like. It just mucks, like, I'm not bothered about the shirt because I can just nail that down in some of the settings. The head is the big problem, because that can't be transparent anymore. Shizuko, avoid spoilers of Attack on Titan, please. Can someone delete that? Hold on. Sorry, I'm just gonna... Yeah. Try to keep the spoilers out of here. It's fine. Just a little heads up. Angelo goes, line looks good. Yeah, needs to see the cell shading though. Yeah, well now you guys have seen it. Yeah, mucks the transparency up. Josiah goes, typically the answer to a question is a statement that leads to two more questions. Yeah. I don't know. That sounds like a quote that you got from somewhere, but that's right. Oh my god, hold on. I did not anticipate ArcDoc to take me this long after making ArcDoc so many times. Should be one more edge that I have to fix. Come on, edges. There he is. Whoops, I've created a rift in the damn universe. How should I go about this one? Wow. That's gonna cause me some problems. How many rifts in the universe have I created by doing that? Because I feel like I've made that mistake quite a few times. It's just, how am I gonna patch this one up? Hold on a second. Angelo, you have any ideas? I could leave it like that. Maybe I can... I can't shift this edge, can I? No. If I've got a hole, I need to find a way to repair it. Yeah, I've got another hole here. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, Angelo, do you have any ideas? Josiah says, can't you set the outer layer to use a different shader? I'm talking more like the darker tones based on the distance to... Sorry, what now? You're talking more like the darker tones based on the distance to light, which would still be possible regardless of transparency. Pretty sure I've done that in Unity. I don't know though. I can set a custom material for each different part of him. But that would take quite a bit of time. It's also, I gotta maintain and make sure that it's consistent with the rest of the art style.
Oh, 7 minutes left.
Yeah. Josiah says, can you select the inside face and extrude that? Angelo goes, try to knife the polygon so it's only triangle left, then remove the excess. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. That, yeah. I like that. What about the hole? Because I'm scared that when I fix this hole, what's gonna happen is that the rig is gonna break. So let me try this real quick. I'm gonna fix that hole. The texture breaks. That's also one thing. Can I shift? I can't shift the point. Can I? I know I can just fix the texture. I'm not feeling like it. I feel like there's a different way to do this. Can I duplicate? No. Can I? Somebody think of something there. I'm gonna cut this one with a knife because this one works. K. Wait. J. Restrict to selection. Hold on. I'll undo that. We get. Hold on. KL. Let's do that instead. This is not giving me a nice cut. That's giving me a very nasty cut. It not only is it giving me a nasty cut, it's creating an N-gon as well. It's creating an N-gon right up there. Desire goes, here's a way of putting it. I'm thinking something like Breath of the Wild, where the light calculation is based on ranges rather than displaying it directly. Do you mean... Well, that's just a matter of setting the light properly, no? Do you mean setting the way the light is calculated to be physically accurate? Because that's... I think... I'm just gonna try to see if I'm understanding what you're saying here. If I try to make this bigger play-in. Because the light... This is a default light. It just renders like this, right? But you can make it a physically accurate light by setting the fall-off to physically accurate, like so. So that the closer it is to the light, it'd be brighter. But that's just a light thing, and that's nothing to do with textures. Angelo goes, I don't know how to fix it, man. Okay. What if I split this polygon off? Deleted the original. Oh, hold on. Is that all I need to do? No, hold on. UP. What? Split. Can it not split? Okay, that didn't work. Plain cut. Okay. I don't necessarily mind creating the N-gon. It's just when you bend it, it's gonna have some fuckiness in it. That's what I'm scared of. Hold on a second. Do I even need to get rid of that? Let me try to undo. Let me try to undo some of this. I want to make sure that this hole is patched up. So just undo the shit out of that. Okay. Are there any other holes in here? That's a hole. Whoa. Okay. Hello. That hole is now patched up. Okay. Is there any other holes? There might be a hole in his leg somewhere. Yeah, we got a few holes in here. How much can I undo? Can I revert back to an order save? Okay. Have I dealt with his leg here? Because if not, I can just start with this one. Yep, okay, cool. Cool, I just work off the save. I was thinking instead of getting rid of it, I could simply unlock the body, go into all of these, and UO for up. Holy shit. That didn't work. That's what I tried to do, but this is an interesting situation that I've not had to deal with in a while. Josiah goes, yeah, kind of, but then the model that rounds off. What does that mean? The model rounds off? So you get white on 0, 20, gray on... Oh, you mean the way that light... Oh, okay, no, I get you. So you want to... That's not going to work with transparency. Because transparency is transparent all the time. It's not... It's not like you shine an object on a transparent object and it's going to be non-transparent. Angelo goes, I'll try to simulate the problem and fix it. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. Overtime. Okay, cool. Well, I'll get this problem solved by myself. Let's try to keep... Hey, Angelo, if you get a solution, let me know on Discord. But we'll have to end off the stream right now because I don't want to go too much overtime again. I'm surprised we even got this much action on a stream where I expected everything to be more chill. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching me work on Lev episode 1. Hopefully, I know I didn't get to start on laying out the webcomic. Hopefully by Saturday I'll be able to show you guys something, you know, like a webcomic, maybe even a layout or something. So we'll see how that goes. And if you have not already liked the video, I'm sure we're over 13 likes right now. So if you have not already liked the video, make sure you like the video right now. Let's try to hit 15 if possible. That's a new goal. Remember that our subscriber goal is still at 4,000. The number right there is a lie. We breached 3,100. So we're only 400 away. Make sure you keep sharing the videos out there. Make sure you get as many people to subscribe as possible. Let's try to hit that goal of 4,000 by the end of July. With that said and done, I will see you guys later. Maybe on Discord even. Ciao. Or cheers, rather.